Okay, I don't know who is at work today, who's at home, who's having fun, but I was in the mood to finish up the back of this journal. And so I thought, oh, let's just go ahead and do it. It's around here, it's cold and gloomy and drizzly. And I finished all my work and I thought, let's just go for it. So last time I worked on this particular 3-spine journal, what we lacked was to decorate the outside, because if you remember, we did put in the signatures in here. Oh, you're home. Good, thank you. We have some people home. Yay. So we put in the spines, and we had put some paper on the inside, obviously. So I just wanted to get this done on the outside. So one less thing I have to do, and we can just have fun with the inside. So I was looking at my scraps, and I thought, you know, I had this, I tried to use this fabric in some eco dyeing, and it failed because, you know, it had, I think, a lot of synthetic in it. And so it just didn't receive the dye, and it just made it dirty and kind of weird looking. But I thought, you know, this whole journal is filled with stuff that we otherwise wouldn't be using. So I thought, well, why not let this be the cover? And then I could just glue it down, and at least this cover is done. And then I just got to figure out what I'm going to put here. So that's pretty much my intention right now. Hi, CJ. How you doing? Oh, we've got a few people here. Why is it doing that? I hate that. I don't know how to get into my computer and disconnect the autofocus. I've tried, and I don't know why I can't do it. I think that's going to have to be like my my project later on today. Figure it out once and for all. Okay, because I know it's very irritating. I know when I watch other videos and I see, woo, I get, you know, seasick. And I don't want to be one of those people that make you guys seasick. All right. So what I'm going to do with this is, let me find my fabric tack. I thought it was right here, but I moved it. And there's one. They're getting kind of low. It's time to buy some new ones, I think. What I do is I basically put them upside down like you do with your ketchup bottles so you can get every last drop. And so that's what I've been doing with these. Let's see how much I can get out. I know for sure these two, it's probably going to be my last, hi Vicki, my last time using this. As you guys well know, I do not have a plan of when I come on. It's just when I have some free time or I'm insomniac at night. So I thought, oh, Vicki knows. She lives, you know, relatively close to me. We have the same weather all the time, and it's just plain gloomy out there. Gloomy, gloomy, get you goomy. So I'm just getting the fabric tack. See how much I can get out of this one bottle. You like gloomy? Oh, gloomy is okay, I guess. I don't like the cold with the gloomy. I don't like the wet with the gloomy. I'm sure from an artist's point of view, the colors, you know, the sky is filtered and all the colors out there look different and pretty. I can get that part. Okay, I think this one's pretty much doesn't have any more in there. I would guess. I'm guessing. And they said, Vicki, that we might have some flurries tonight or overnight, maybe in the morning, which we haven't had flurries in years here. So, but I guess all I can say is I'd rather have the flurries and the poor people out in California with all those fires. I'm not going to complain. I don't know how many of you follow Dawn Calvin. Is that her last name Calvin? Am I getting the last name wrong? Anyway, Dawn, you probably know her. She lives out in Thousand Oaks, and she's had to be evacuated. She had to grab her little fur baby and go out the door. If any of you are familiar with that area of California, you know, I mean, everything is so densely populated out there. One thing happens, it affects everybody. I used to live out there, and when like September, October, those Santa Ana winds would come and you just knew something was going to burn down. But now, you know. So I'll take the gloomy. The gloomy get you goomy. Okay. Alrighty, so I have that fabric. If you just join me, I tried to, you know, do my little eco dyeing with it, and it was a major fail. But I like to add major fails into my work, and then they're not a fail. See, it looks pretty creepy. Half dyed. Yeah, you know, Vicki. I'm sure you don't like watching the news. Bad memories. Vicki's house burned. She lost more than her house. She lost a family member. So let's not talk about fires no more. Let's talk about our journals and what the heck we're going to do with these things. Okay, so this is sitting down, doing pretty good. I tell you, if you guys have not tried either the Fabric Tack or the Fabric Fix, if you haven't used these products before and you like, even if you're just gluing, you know, papers that are kind of thicker than your regular copy papers, like cardstock and thicker magazines, this stuff really, really works. And of course, on fabric. But I've gotten kind of spoiled with these, and I almost use this, you know, with everything practically. I like using it no matter what I'm gluing down. Okay, so this is down pretty good. Let's see, I don't want to get you all crazy. Oh, you know, Vicki, I think we have the same camera. Maybe next time you come over, you can help me figure out how to disengage the autofocus. I can't figure it out. Okay. So, okay, this is working out pretty good. See, it's stuck good. Excuse me. Okay, so that's all right. All right, so let's see what I'm going to put here. Now, I have some papers. Let me open this up. I have some orangey type papers I was thinking of maybe putting in here to continue the color. I don't know. No, yours zooms in and out, Vicki. Sometimes it's a little crazy. But you're so, you know, absorbed in what you're doing, you don't notice it, but it goes, whoa, whoa, whoa. So yours is still engaged because it does do the autofocus itself. All right, so I don't know if I want this one. I don't know. I know. I'll put one on one and one on the other. There you go. We don't have to choose. We don't have to choose, people. We can use everything. Okay, what did I do? I had some friends come over on Saturday, and we were playing, and I forgot to put all my stuff away. Hold on. It's probably on the other table. Yeah, here it is. I got it. Okay. Let me get that. Okay, so I'll roughly tear it the size that I need, and then we can always trim it once it gets glued. And then we won't have to worry about it being exact, because we can always fix it. We have scissors. All right. So I think this is going to go here. Yep. Okay. Glue time. See if I have anything left in the small one. I don't think so, but I think I have some here. Yes, Janet, you tell them. You can be my thumb police. I'm the thumb police in everybody else's streams. You can be my thumb police. Uh-oh, Mary's here. Yay. I've seen you working on yours. Your thing is humongous. I was trying to explain to somebody what you're doing, and I gave up. I said, no, just go watch her video. I can't even explain what Mary's doing. It's like one of those Transformers, those toys the kids play with. Starts off one way and turns into something else, and that's Mary's book, boy. They're a regular Transformer. Yeah, Mary is kind of early. Sometimes she's like at 3 in the morning. She's got to keep her international crowd happy. Okay, so that's going to be there. Let's let that dry before I go and cut it. And let's put some of this, and we'll do the other one that I couldn't choose from. And we'll cut a piece for that. We were all watching Mary's premiere last week. We're all having popcorn, waiting for her premiere to come on. you want to know what the latest technology on YouTube is, just go to Mary's channel. She's on top of it all, I tell you. Okay. Glue time. I like doing art in the morning too, but I'm talking about the morning before I go to bed, not getting up. I'm not getting up, no. I'll stay up till wee hours, but I am not getting up in the wee hours. Once I go to bed, I'm asleep. Don't mess with me. Not to get up and do art anyway. Oh, I'm glad, Mary. I was just trying to do something a little different. I mean, I've never made one of these myself. So I thought, well, let's just all try it together, see if it works. It might be a big bust and nobody like it, and then maybe some people do. So you just take a chance. I'm enjoying it myself. I wasn't even too sure if I'd like it, but I ended up liking it. Okay, I think there's enough there. It's just paper. I usually get, I don't know, I probably only sleep like about 7 hours. I'm guessing on the average. So, you know, every time I go to bed, I usually wake up, you know, 6.5 to 7 hours later. Boom, I wake up. What am I going to put in? I've already started, actually, Mary. I'll show you in a second when I flip this over to cut the paper. I'm turning one of them, the black and, I mean, yeah, the black and white and red one. I decided that everything inside that journal is also going to be black, white, and red. So that was pretty much a theme one. And then this one is just going to be a pretty much a glue book with no theme at all, just random stuff. And I was playing around with it the other day. Let me get this out over here so it doesn't drive you guys crazy. And let me cut this. Where is my little... Yeah, you can see I was real organized today. real organized. But everything's close by. All right. All right. So, whoops. You know, I don't like the X-Acto knife, so I'm being brave. Okay. Got that done. Whoops. Okay, Mary, this is what I've done inside here. Um, I've just started gluing. I find things that interest me. Then I'll come back after I've done gluing, and then maybe I'll fill in with some paint or writing or drawing or something. But obviously I don't have it all done. I just have a few things glued down, and no particular reason. I just like either the color or the shape or whatever. But I've got quite a bit in here already. Whoops. And I don't know, not too much on the second one yet. Just maybe 2 or 3 pages I've done in here. Or maybe none. Oh, there's one. Oh, you do that, Kathleen? Yeah, then you have to downsize everything to make it fit in your journal. But you know, gluing on half the face looks kind of cool. Like, see, this was a whole car, but it looks really kind of cool if you just, you know, highlight the front. And, you know, I do that with animals and faces that are big. And it really does create a whole different picture, you know, your focus. Anyway, that's what I've gotten done in here. So let me finish cutting this off. And then I'm going to see what I want to put on the front. I want to decorate the front with something. I just don't know what. I have one of Mary's ink drawings that I wanted. It's in black and white. I wanted to put it in my journal, but my black and white journal, but it's not fitting. It's too big. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do about that. Okay. So this is what we have so far. And the dirty fabric. The very, very dirty fabric. But yesterday, what I was doing, I was making a bunch of little postcards. And I had, these are old game cards. I don't know what the game was. I forget. I got this at a, you know, junk shop. Probably one of you can recognize what kind of the name of the game. I don't know what it was, but you know, it has you list things. And I guess whoever lists the most reds, that's the winner, something like that. Anyway, so I got a box full of these. And with my jelly plate, I put a bunch of paint on the fronts of them. And then I did that a long time ago. And then last night, I took out all my napkins and I started gluing down pieces from my napkins onto those cards and created what most of them will end up being postcards, but you know, some might go into some journals or whatever. So I thought it'd be kind of cool in the cover of my journal if I picked one of these. It's going to go in and out too much. If I picked one of these to glue on to the cover, and I kind of, you know, brought it down to these three that I thought went with the color of the fabric, and see which one I pick. So let's call this 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Which one should I use? I'll let you guys choose because I like them all actually. So pick 1, 2, or 3. And that's what we'll put. We've got 2 2s, 3 2s. Uh-oh, I think 2's winning already. Well, that's why I asked you guys, because I like them too. I have a whole bunch of others, and it took me forever just to pick those. Because I wanted something a little more kooky, you know, like these are pretty, but I wanted something a little goofy, and I didn't want to. Oh, the pink one even. No, it's not. I'm not giving you guys any more options, but but I'll show you how they started off. See, they're like this. Then I put all the paint on them, and they end up looking like this. All I did is I just put a bunch of colors on the jelly plate, and I just kind of went like that and lifted it up, and that was it, you know. And because it was quick, and it was quicker doing it that way than, you know, trying to paint them all. And so that's what I did. So, okay, I guess it's 2. The little badger. The little guy, he's so cute. Okay, so I'm going to put him down. Now, I wonder if I should put tape or put glue. Maybe a little bit of both, because it's going to get a lot of handling. So let me get some tape and glue, and that way it'll be really secure. But I love making these postcards. You can turn them into tags. You can, you know, you can turn them into whatever you want. But I love using the napkins. One of my favorites. So are you guys working on projects? Or are you guys just chilling out? What's on your table? I know Mary's always got something on there. Vicky's always got something on her table. Oh, your altered book. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Vicky's husband. He's the cook in the house. I'm lucky if my husband washes dishes. Forget about cooking. My husband was a liar. He he cooked for me a couple of times before we were married. What I didn't realize, it was like the only thing he knew how to cook. he never cooked again. So he tricked me. He was baiting me is what he was doing. Yeah, these guys, some of them are tricky, Mary. They make you think one thing, and then when they sucker you in, you find out they don't know how to cook. What kind of a deal is this? Okay, let's make sure this is the front before we glue that down. Yes, that's the front. Let's get Mr. Badger. Well, it's not going to be straight because not all ends of this book is very straight. So we're just going to put that there and let it be. Oh, look at him, how cute he is. What did he make? He made a salad, and he grilled some salmon and some kind of a vegetable. I can't remember what the vegetable was. But yeah, he tricked me with the salmon, see? Because it didn't fall apart. I mean, he cooked it well, you know what I mean? It's kind of hard to cook fish so that it stays all in one piece. Looks good and tastes good, because you can easily burn it, or you can easily make it fall apart when you turn it over and all this stuff. So he was tricky. Hi, Norma. Glad you could be with us. Thank you, Janet, for pointing that out to me. I'm over here in glue land. Okay. All right. I think he looks kind of cute. What do you guys think? I like him. All right. So now that I like my my napkins, I think we need to put a little piece of napkin somewhere, just because. I don't know where. Let's see how it works on the spine. Is this getting to, this isn't moving up and down, is it? No, okay. I hope, oh, there it goes. Okay. Let me see if this works. I'm not sure if it's going, let's just try it. That's what this book is, experimenting. If it messes up, we can always cover it up with something else. Not a problem. I'm going to see if these napkins, I know they'll stick. I just don't know how well it'll stick, but let's try it anyway. Let's tear a few pieces off, and we're going to put them on the spine and see what happens. Mine will be the guinea pig. We'll mess mine up in case it doesn't work. And if it works, then you guys might be able to do it too. Okay. Now I like to tear mine. I don't like to use the scissors because, you know, I just like all the frayed edges. I think that adds to the character. So if you're going, doesn't she have a pair of scissors? Yes, I have many. I'm just choosing not to use them. Okay, so that's enough for the spine. And these other ones here, these little half-baked things, those might look kind of cute right there. Oh, how cute. Look at that. Okay, I better read. The drama, I know. Don't hold your breath, people. Don't hold your breath. All right, but I think that looks kind of cute right there. I think I might get another one and put it down the bottom. I'm not real matchy-matchy, but I think balance is important sometimes. Aww. Okay. Now, the color of these are going to change because once I take off all this backing and it becomes thin, then this, if you haven't worked with them before, it's going to absorb some of the color underneath. So the colors are going to change pretty dramatically when it attaches itself to this. So when you're working with napkins, if you want it to look just the way it looks, you need to glue it onto something white. And then you'll get the true color of the napkin. Otherwise, you're going to get a blend of whatever it is you're gluing on. Just a hint in case you guys haven't worked with that before. So let's do the front first, just to get, you know, all the drama out of the way. And for those of you that, again, have never worked with napkins, your napkins are either going to have 2 layers or 3 layers. This one happens to have 3. And you only want to use the top one, because if you use all the layers, once you glue this down, this eventually is just going to pop off because most of the glue is absorbed with your first layer. So that's why you take all the layers out. All right. So you saw that change the color right away. Let me show you here, just so you can appreciate. If you were to glue it onto a white piece of cardstock, it's going to look the same. But we've taken the white off, like I said, and now it's going to absorb some of these colors. So it's going to dull the color, which I don't care at all. But, you know, just in case you're doing a project and then you think it's going to look one way and it looks a different way, and then you get all disappointed, that's why your colors will change on your napkins. So let's get these out of here. Okay. Alrighty. And we'll get, I guess I'll have to use, what kind of glue am I going to use? I guess I'll just use what? I don't know. I don't know. Let's start off with the glue stick, because you'd be surprised that it sticks pretty good, actually. And I'll just try it on there. And then if I like it, then I'll come back later on and I'll put a coat of Mod Podge or something over the whole thing once I'm done. So I don't want this too permanent. I'm still leaving my options open. Aw, look how cute he is. I guess it's a he. I guess it's a he. Yeah, this is just, you know, temporary now. I wouldn't just, leave it like this because it's not strong enough. But like I say, I'll come back later and put a coat of something on there. But I think he looks so cute. Okay, I know. I shouldn't get so excited over my own stuff, but he is cute. I can't help it. All right, so now let's see what we're going to do about these on the spine. How many fit? Okay, so if we move it up a little bit and take a little bit of that paper off, we can easily put 3. That's a little weird, a little wonky there. Okay, we'll use those. And I'm just going to leave them a mess like that. I'm not going to clean them up and make them even and all that stuff because just because. All right, let me make sure I get them all off. I think there's still one left. Okay, there we go. I got that one. Oops. Okay. So probably the easiest bet if I just put the glue straight on here. Okay. I'll put the other one, then we'll fill in the gap with the third one. Whatever overlaps is fine. Part of the look. Okay. Alrighty. All right. Now, who can say that this does not look cute? All right, I defy you. Now, I know you ladies, lots of you have these napkins and you're just sitting on them. And you could be putting them on your journals. Look how cute. Okay, now we have the back. What are we going to do with that? All right, I guess we could kind of sort of go with the same theme, maybe, because I have plenty. I got the whole napkin. I know, let's make like a little circle thingamajigger thingy-majiggy. You know what I mean? Yeah, why don't we try that? Let's see if it fits up. It may not fit. It might be too big. Let me get a few of them and see how it works. Oh, sticky. Oh, different color. All right. Okay, let's go this way. We do that, and we do that. Okay, so let me get another blue, dark blue one. I know, I said I'm all matchy-matchy, and here I am getting all symmetrical here. Okay. What do you guys think? I think it's kind of cute. Okay, I like that too. Now, oh, it's sticky on this side still. All right. I wonder if we need to go. Okay, that's just using that many. I wonder if we need to go more like the flower. Let's see. Let's look at it both ways and see what we think. Ah. Okay. Should we go like that? Or just the 4? Is that too much? You guys like it like that? I'm drinking my coffee while you're telling me. You like just the 4 better? It's getting too busy, huh? I think you're right. Because I don't know what it looks like from your angle, but this is starting to look a little too much like a patchwork quilt. And that wasn't what I was looking for. Yeah, I think I like that better too. All right, unanimous. If you haven't voted, too bad. No one said this was a democracy. Okay. What, 5? Now you're getting complicated. It's 4 or 5. But see, it goes against my grain because now it's not going to be like there's going to be a color touching each other that shouldn't be touching each other. I'm getting really weird about this. You need a third color. See, now it's going to freak me out because you got those 2 colors touching each other. I'm just saying. I probably would like it if you didn't have to have, the blue, dark blue touching the dark blue next to each other. It goes against my grain. It's going to bug me. And I have to look at it every day. You don't. So there. But if it was a different color, I think it'd be pretty cool. Or is for another color? No, there's only 2 colors in here. Yeah, you've only got the 2. So 4 loses only because we only have, 5 loses only because we only have 2 colors. So there. That's my logic behind it, and I'm sticking to it. All righty. Okay, let's glue these puppies down and see if we still like it. All right. Oops. Okay. I really like this. I don't know if it comes out as a really pretty turquoise color. One of my favorite colors. Those of you that are in my groups, you know how much I like any colors that have to do with the peacock. I love those colors because I love peacocks. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so gotta drink my coffee. Hold on. Stop it. Oop, it's gonna go crazy on me again. All right, so are these gonna touch? Let me double check before I start putting the glue, so I know where to put the glue. If I use my fingers, I'm pretty sure I'll lift all this up. So I'll use a napkin. And if you just joined us, I'm not going to, this is not going to be the only adhesive there. I'll come back later with some Mod Podge or some kind of a matte medium to secure it on there. So there's our back. There's our spine. And there's our front. Oh, he's so cute. Except I can't do that. I'm going to have to open this up so this can dry. Hold on. I have a heat tool. Watch your ears. Let's try and dry this a little bit. Oops. Helps if I plug it in, doesn't it? Amazing how that works. Okay, well, I am drying. Let me read. What brand of camera? Oh, stop it. What brand of camera do I have? What do I have? Yeah. What do I have? Pro something. I'll have to check. I have my box somewhere. What do I have, Vicki? You have the same thing, don't you? Stop. I don't hear that ticking. Do you guys hear it? Janet, there has to be a way to turn off that autofocus. But let me tell you, I haven't had this camera very long and I cannot figure out. I've gone to settings. I've gone to settings in the computer. I've gone to settings in the, software for the actual camera. I can't find it, unless it doesn't offer the feature, or I just can't figure out how to navigate to work it. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So I think I'm going to have to make a real diligent effort today to go around and play in there and find out, how to work it, because I hated it. So irritating. Like I was saying earlier, it's so irritating when I watch other people's when it does that. I don't want to be one of those irritating people. So you guys have seen it. You look at it. I got to get it out of here so it'll stop doing all that. And that's pretty dry. And see, maybe we can do a page or two on the inside. What kind of computer do I have? I have a, you see, you're asking all these technical questions. I am so like no tech person. I have a Hewlett Packard is what I have. I know all these people ask me questions and it's like, I have no idea because I'm just like, so not tech savvy. Oh yeah, look at the chocolates. Now this came from Valspar, so I don't know what these taste like. They must be acrylic or something, but yeah, yummy, yummy. But anyway, so this particular book, all I'm doing is I'm using it as a glue book, basically. That's what I like to do. And I'm not the kind of journal that writes things in their journals. Never done that. Never been disciplined. I wish I could, but I just don't do that. So my stuff, I don't have that many journals. I like making them and I sell them, and for special occasions with friends and family, I'll make them and give it to them and like that. But as far as me using them as a real writing journal, that's just not me. All of my journals, if you ever come here and see my journals, they're either I try to, draw on them, which I can't draw very well, but I try to do like doodles and stuff, or I glue in them. And that's pretty much it. So I've started in this one already, and I have a few of my pages done. And then once I think that it's done as far as gluing on it, then I'll come back and maybe do something with, my pens or some charcoal. Or I like to work a lot with my, what do you call this thing? This is a peel and sketch charcoal. I like to just outline the outer pages, outline them. I like to do that with some of them. And I'll do that. I'll come back and, and then I like using the China marker? I like using that too. And I do the same thing with it. I like to go around the edges and then I just kind of smudge it all, I do the smudge. And then a page like this, if it has the picture I like, and then I've got, my little outlining of the page, then sometimes I call that done. Real technical, right? Oh, but that's what I do. Oh, bye, Vicki. Thank you for coming. Where's Vicki going? Oh, I think she's going to eat the wonderful lunch that her husband made her. And like I say, yeah, so then that one would just be done. I wouldn't really do anything else on there. But I still have a lot of pages to do my thing in there. Another project I'm working on right now. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's not done yet, but I'm working on it can be either a journal, a regular journal that you write in, or a journal that you glue in like I do mine, or you can use it as a recipe book. Because it's made out of these little mason jars. And I think it's so cute. I know, I think everything's cute, but I'm making this, and these are like the pages, and they're made up to be like little mason jars with a little lid and everything, and then you title something around them, and you punch the holes in here. These aren't done yet, but and you make a journal out of them, and if you do recipes, you write the recipes if you're a journal, or you can just journal. And if you don't do either, then you can just, glue all whatever it is you want to do in these. And I think they're a lot of fun. So this one's almost done. And I think these are fun to make. I have a lot of old cooking books that I tear apart, and then I use packaging and just put something on the back. So this one's almost done. Yeah, that's right, CJ. You did, didn't you? Did you finish it, or are you still just looking at it? Root beer. So that's fun. I've got like about 4 of these that I have to finish, and they're almost done. And what else is going on besides that? And I'm making some more of those encaustic covers for the Japanese journals. I've sold them all, but there was a few that wanted a couple, so I'm doing a couple of those covers. And what else? I guess as far as projects that have already started, I think that's pretty much what I have going on. And then, like I said, I was working on these. Let me do a couple of these. So if you're interested in doing some, you can see how simple it is. Let me... You could use file cards. You can use tags. You can cut up manila folders into whatever size and shape you want. This just happened to be what I had because it was, from an old game. And so I just thought, why not? Use what you have. And it was the right size for a postcard. And that's what I was going to use most of these for anyway, as a postcard. So all I do is I get one of my napkins and find a part of it that, let me get some scraps here that I was working with, and see what you want to put on your journal. Like, I love these. I think these are so pretty. So I think it'd be kind of cool. Let's put one of these. So let me just tear one of these out. Looks like all we're going to do is play with napkins today. Let's have napkins on the brain. Okay, here's one. And then you just, depending on, how many you've already pre-painted, you can find a color that might work with what you're doing. remembering, you know, that that color is going to blend into that background color just a little bit. And then you just might go with a straight pink all over again. Who knows? Maybe. All right. Let's see what else we have. You have a peacock, but see, it's too big. You know, I can't cut it out. If I cut it out, you're cutting out the whole peacock, and so that's not going to work. These are smaller, so this works because you can cut some small pieces out of here. All right, so who knows? That'll go. Then we have this purple. And you know, you can do the same thing with these in the pages of your junk journal. Same principle. Oh, I had this one already cut out. Maybe I'll put it in something like this. Needs a lighter background because it's a white flower. Or else it'll bleed through. We'll see. We have a rooster. Let's see if I have a color to work with the background with that one. Maybe we'll just stick with that. All right, so that's the beginning of them. Let's glue a few of them down. Again, we have to take off all the back layers, so we only stick with the one. Glue stick. And I do come back later and cover all these. I put a coating of either, depends what mood I am. I might put some shellac on the top or just a matte medium to finish it off. So everything sticks down really good. Don't have to worry about that. It's not going to lift. Okay. Then we'll do the rooster. Come on, Mr. Rooster. A lot of mistake, or at least I think it's a mistake if I do it. Let's put it that way. Is a lot of times when people want to work with napkins, they put a bunch of Collage Podge or something like that, some kind of matte medium, and then they put that on top, and then they try it with the brush or with whatever to flatten it out. It's just going to tear because it's just so wet and saturated. So that's why a lot of people get frustrated and they don't work with the napkins. So for me personally, the best bet is just to use a glue stick, put it down, keep your fingers off as much as possible, because if your fingers get sticky, then it lifts up, so just use very lightly, a napkin or something, paper towel, and then just leave it alone for a few minutes. It'll be dry by the time you do like maybe 4 or 5 you've got glued down. They'll be dry. Then you can go to the next stage that you want to do, whatever that is you're doing with it. And it's all dry and ready to go. And you're not going to be, having a chicken with a rooster with no head, Because most people, when they're done with, this type of thing, they're going to put a coating over it. So everything will be protected and really adhered really well. Like the little badger guy, I had put something on top of him. Maybe I don't want that. See, I think I like that right there. Let's see, this is pretty dry for the most part, so it lets me put the glue over it, over the napkin. It's not going to fall apart. There, let's see what else we can put on these. What else do we need on the chicken? I know you might want to eat a butterfly. Okay. let's maybe I'll put a butterfly here. Let's try that. Okay. Well, that glue stick got a little sloppy. All right, so let's clean these up a little bit. Okay. Now on some of these napkins, let me see, let me find one or two of them. Probably won't be able to find it now that I'm looking for it. I'm sure you've seen some of these. Those of you that shop at Tuesday Morning, some of these napkins by the Michael Design Works, they have these little stamps with the elephant on them. And I just like taking these out and gluing them down on the pages. I just think they're really cool. So I look for them, and just like you would stamp, you know, on your projects and stuff. I kind of use that like a stamp. I just like that right there. Or anywhere. Put it right there where you can see it better. See, already it looks cuter with that. At least I think it does. You may not agree. All right. Where are we going to put this little guy? With the chicken. That's like a monster chicken next to the elephant. Okay, let's put this over here. Oops, he's crooked. I probably can't get him up now. Oh, he did. I can't believe it. Oops. Oh, well, that's almost done. Look how cute. Let's see what else little goodies I can put in there. Hmm. Paris. Okay. So you can find all kinds of little things in your napkins that you just might overlook sometimes. Okay. Oops. I'm determined to use this. There's a lot of glue in there. Okay. Okay, so alrighty. Let's see. Anything else? I know I have more stuff. Hmm. I forgot to put him as elephant. How come? Somehow I forgot. I thought I put it. I got distracted. Okay. And I thought I saw a green one. Where was it that I was going to be able to use there? Oh boy. Here's a blue one. I don't want a blue one. But it still might be cute. Oh well. Okay. I think that's kind of cool. I don't know for where, but I like it. Have to think about that. Let's put the blue one over here, and then all the little elephants are done. Yeah, put that right there. Okay. Oh, I got to put this somewhere. I think I'll put that there. I don't want a straight edge, so I'll cut that a little bit, tear it. Alrighty. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, get this out of the way. As far as gluing, I think I'm done. Then I have this little, did I put it away? Yeah, hold on one second. I have this one stamp that I like using on there. It has just a little bit of script and it just sets it off. And I don't even know which way is up and which is down. This one looks the right way, so I'm just guessing. I have no idea. Okay, so that's what I do on most of these smaller ones. I'll come back and put a little bit of script just to break it up. You want me to sing a lullaby to you, Kathleen? All right, so get the script on there. And then I have a little stamp that says mail art. So I put a little stamp of the mail art. Somewhere. Hopefully it can be seen. Because these are going to be postcards. And then I have a little thingamajigger that looks like a little cancellation stamp. So then I'll put that next to it. All right, so that's there. And then I'll put another little stamp of some kind on there just because if there's room, and I think there's room. I think there's room. There he's ready for a French cooking from the farmer's market. Ooh la la. Just because. And that already has a Paris mark, so that needs to go there, of course. And let's put this right here. Okay, so that's getting pretty close to being done. Let's see here. What else do I need? Maybe I don't need anything else. Let me think about that. So the next thing, if I were done, which I might be already done, then what I do is I get my China marker. If everything is dry, let's pretend everything is dry. And then I just go around the edges to give it a little definition. Actually, I would do this after I put the shellac or the whatever it is I'm doing. This is the last thing I do, but if I do that, it won't have time to dry to show you how I finish them off. But I would put whatever matte medium you're going to put, I would put that next, whatever it is you're going to seal it with. And after that's dry, then I would come back. You see right now, if I try to write over this napkin, it might tear it because it's just down with the glue stick. So I don't want to try that because disaster. But I'm just giving you an idea of what they would look like. When they're done. And you can use whatever you have. You can use a pen. You can use a Sharpie. Whatever you want. Stabilo. Whatever you have. And this is just a cheapo China marker. Cost a couple of bucks. I'm skipping over the napkin so I won't tear it. Now, there's several things you can do with these if you make these when they're done. And, you know, the first obvious thing is you could use it as a postcard, which would be fun to send out. And, you know, you can just draw a line there and you can write in the address and put the postage and you can go off. Or you can get a piece of cardstock or a manila envelope, or I mean folder, or whatever you have, and you can glue it down and start with something fresh if you like, you know, your thing nice and clean, if you can write on and everything. And you can glue it on, or if you're the type of person like me that likes to sew a lot, you could sew it down. Then it looks, you know, pretty cool. You know, you got the sewing stitches up on top and in the back. If you do a lot of journaling, these make really cool journaling cards inside of your journal. And same thing, you could write on there, or if you want to put the paper back there, you're all set to go. Again, if you like to sew, you could sew three sides with something, you know, your cardstock or something in the back. And now you have a pocket that you can put, you know, inside of your freestanding pocket inside of your journal. Or you can glue these in your journal, three sides, and create a pocket. So they're very versatile. As you can see, they're easy to make. They're a lot of fun. If you have a little stash of napkins, you know, you're all set to go and, you know, make something unique. And you're never going to duplicate it. They're all going to be different because of the fact that when you put the paint on them, you know, you don't know how it's going to, you know, what colors you're going to end up with. And it's just all going to be very random. And then each time, you know, everybody has different napkins. Everybody has different kinds of stamps. And, you know, you ended up with something pretty cool. And, you know, they can come out. Oh, and on some of them, what I did with the white pen, on my other ones I did, on some of them, let me fold these up so you can see it better. On some of these, you know, I highlighted with some white pen if you want it to look a little bit different, or if you want to highlight something and make something stand out. But if you just want it plain, some of them I like them plain. I don't use the white pen at all. So it just has a whole different look to it, you know. I like it both ways. And then I had some what am I trying to say? Some stamps that I made myself, and they're all little animals. And so I did them on the same types of cards, and I think they came out kind of cute. I have a little hedgehog. Isn't he adorable? And a moose, a camel, a rhino, a chicken, a moo cow, and a zebra. And I did these with, you know, foam, and made the stamps out of the foam, and, you know, just played around and have fun with them. So anyway, there's a lot of stuff you can do with your napkins and making cards and stuff. And so, you know, give it a try. Well, it's not going to hurt anything, you know. And I mean, worst comes to worst, if you hate it, go back and paint it all over and start all over again. But you're not going to hate it. If it's stamps that you've bought, it means you like, I mean, if it's napkins you've bought, it's because you like them, and it'll all work out. And then, you know, you might find one that you want to put in the front of your, there we go, in front of the journal, like this is Mr. Badger. Let's see if I put my hands here. It doesn't do that. Mr. Badger, look how cute. That's one of those cards that we just made, and that's what my cover is. And then here's some more of the napkins, some more of the napkins, and we use those napkins up pretty good. All right, and then we put some paper in the center. So we are ready when our three, you know, at least I have 3 spines on mine here. I'm ready to start doing all of my gluing that I like to do in my book, and it's set to go. All right, ladies, so I hope I've inspired you to either make, you know, a wacky journal like this, or play with your napkins and make some postcards and have some fun. use your things differently. You know, we tend to repeat ourselves all the times with our product. At least I used to. I used to do the same stuff, but you know, trying to do something a little bit different. Um, I think it kind of gives you a boost. You go, hey, I like this. I can do this, you know, and then your mind really starts, you know, going from there, and you kind of brainstorm with yourself and you come up with all these cool ideas. So go for it, ladies, and have fun. Whoops, that's coming apart. Have some fun discovering the things that you already have and new ways to work with them. And let's see what you guys come up with. All right, so I'm not sure what I'm doing next because obviously this thing is done as far as the construction of it. The black and white one is done as far as the construction. So we'll see what else we do. And let me know if there's you know, something you'd like to learn or something. And if I know a little bit about it, I'll just share with you what I know. And maybe we can start a new project together. All right, ladies, thank you so much for coming by. And we'll play soon. All right. Thanks again. Bye-bye.